Hey all. Welcome friends. Welcome to the end of day genomic stock review. And today we are starting off as always with futures. We can see that S&P 500 futures and NASDAQ futures are mildly positive as we are ending the day. The futures market is still on, and I have some observations that I want to share with you. In fact, I'm making a separate video for that. It might be available to you tomorrow. We are seeing some strange things happening in the market, and I'm trying to figure that out. Our dollar index is also staying above this line of support. In the morning it had come down, but it's gone back up again. So this minor line of support is still providing support. So that's a good news for the economy overall. And if you look at the 10-year yield, we are steadily marching upwards towards our target. And this is not a good thing for the economy. This is going to cause some problems, especially for smaller firms who are trying to fund themselves, and also for genomic companies. That said, let's go on and have a look at where our main indicators ended the day. S&P 500 managed to break out above this area of supply. So this is going to now act as a support. So I'm going to change this into a green color. And for tomorrow, this is going to be the support, and our resistance is going to be 5992.39. Then we have NASDAQ, which was up 0.57% during the day, was not able to break through this area of supply, but it will try to do so tomorrow. And I think one of the major items that really worried me was the fact that our VIX went up today. Typically, when share prices go up and stock indices go up, VIX goes down. This has got a special significance. There are a few interpretations for this. I'm going to share it with you in a separate video. It will be released tomorrow, so please watch out for that. Having said that, I feel that this rally is probably not something that we can trust in, not only because of the VIX factor, but also because of the tariff effects. Even though the tariffs have been postponed, they have not yet been resolved completely. And also the delay caused by inventory being turned away from the ports, or inventory not leaving China due to announcement of the tariff. Those things are going to hit us now. We'll see what happens. It's a dog's breakfast. That's the way I would describe it. Now let's look at where Genomics ended. Prime was down 4.72%. Again, the resistance for tomorrow is 1.52 and support for tomorrow is 1.13. MACD momentum both bearish. Intelia was down 5.29%. Resistance for tomorrow is 8.95. Support for tomorrow is in the region of 6.81. MACD and momentum are a little weak, but they're not too bad. Caribou Biosciences was up 4.61% today, and our resistance for tomorrow is going to be 0.83, and our support for tomorrow is going to be at around 0.62. I think MACD is looking good. Momentum needs a little bit of improvement. Beam Therapeutics was down 4.49%, and it has converted the support at 17.44 into a resistance, and therefore 17.44 will be the resistance for tomorrow, and support for tomorrow is 15. And if we manage to break through the initial resistance, then our next resistance is 19.08. MACD is almost neutral. Momentum is dropping. And if you look at Alt-Immune was down 1.04%, and our minor line of resistance at 5.81 continues to be the minor line of resistance for tomorrow. And our support is going to be at 5.33. MACD is bullish. Momentum is above average, but both MACD and momentum are tending downwards, showing a loss of energy. And hopefully we pick up, because we have seen a pattern of 2 red candles and then a green candle. So hopefully we might end up seeing the next candle being a green candle, and hopefully it's a candle that opens above today's close. That said, let's look at Verve Therapeutics. It was up 3.61%. Currently, it's at 4.31. Therefore, 4.39 happens to be our first line of resistance. And the second line of resistance is going to be this diagonal line, which I'm going to pull out from here. It's going to be tomorrow at 4.70. Our support for tomorrow is 3.54. MACD momentum both are looking weak. Our earnings, on which are released today, come out very well. A gain of around 45.65 over the estimate that was published by the analysts. And also revenue came up 266% more than was expected by the analysts. So all of these things have got to mean something. So we will see the reaction to that tomorrow. But post-market, It's absolutely flat. I don't think anybody is watching this in the post-market action. So I'm thinking that tomorrow our resistance at 4.38 might be broken, and probably the resistance for tomorrow will be 4.31, and the support for tomorrow is going to be 3.54. So we have just looked at only the financials. We also have to look at their forward guidance and if there are any surprises in the earnings. If there were no surprises and if it was good news, I would have expected at least some dealing in the post-market. I'll investigate that and come to you with a separate video on that. Editas was down 8% during the trading day, and our support continues to be the minor support at 1.33, and our resistance is the minor resistance at 1.68. Illumina is down 2.60%. Our resistance continues to be, I'm going to mark this red. Our resistance continues to be 80.60 and our support continues to be 73.96. And if you look at CRISPR Therapeutics, CRISPR was down 4.35% during the day. And our support at 36.92 has now become a resistance for us, and it will be the resistance for tomorrow. And our support for tomorrow is going to be 31.23. And I think that I would like to draw a minor line of support out here. And this is going to be our minor line of support. It's at 33.25. Allogene was down 15.68% during the day. We had earnings yesterday. EPS was okay, but revenue was totally missed. An estimate of 2.5K was given, and it was not, and the company was not able to even make 2.5K. And the earnings surprise was just 0.01%. So I think it doesn't account for anything. So it's an insipid performance out there. Support continues to be tomorrow at 0.67. Grail was down 23.32% today, and they had their earnings yesterday where the EPS had gone up 22.24% as compared to the estimate, and the revenue came below the estimates by 9.55%. In this case, I would always like to look at the EPS. For me, the EPS kind of looks much more important as compared to revenue, which shows that much better, tighter management and better control over expenses. That's always a good thing. So I would like to review this earnings and come back to you with a special video for that separately. Please watch out on that one. And there's a huge drop. So that's likely to be a dead cat bounce tomorrow. And I'm thinking that a dead cat bounce is imminent. But of course, these are all my personal opinion and not financial advice. So please be careful. We have a support at 31.95 for tomorrow. And we have a resistance at 37.88 for tomorrow. And if you look at PACB, PACB was down 4.35% today. And in the process, we broke down below the resistance of 1.11, which was earlier a support when we saw the candle for yesterday. So we are back into the same area. And I'm thinking that our resistance line probably was not well calibrated. So I'm going to move this down and take it to the solid body out here. So I'll say for tomorrow, 1.09 is a support and 1.21 is a resistance. Let's look at ARCG. ARCG has broken down below the two minor lines of support that we had yesterday. They now become resistance. So for tomorrow, the resistance is going to be 21.60 and the support is going to be at 19.62. If you were looking for a minor line of support, I would definitely say that I can see a minor line of support out here. Something was enabling the prices to stay above that. So if that works, then our minor line of support will be 20.29 for tomorrow. If you look at Vertex, it was down 2.51% today. It broke the two minor lines of support that we had. So for tomorrow, the minor line of resistance is 425.42. And I will draw a line of support out here. That line of support is going to be, let me color this green. It's going to be 413.74. This is the support for tomorrow. Our MACD is absolutely bearish. Momentum has also dropped. So I'm thinking that a worst case scenario, we might drop down here and bounce back from here. A short-term jump can be possible only to retest the resistance at 424.97. That I think is a potential game out here. Now let's look at Ginkgo Bioworks, which was down 3.57%. This minor line of resistance continues to be in effect. It's at 8.41 and remains the resistance for tomorrow. Support for tomorrow is 6.48. Unicure was down 1.25%. Our minor line of resistance to minor line of support tomorrow is 11.94, and the resistance for tomorrow, I would peg it as a minor line of resistance, and I will say that it's going to be around 13.41. IMTX was up 5.07% today. We had earnings where EPS was missed, but revenue estimates were exceeded by 26.80%. And the company seems to have been rewarded during the day. And post-market, there are no trades. So right now, the way I look at it, our resistance is 5.34 and support is 4.18. ABEO lost more today, and our line of support from yesterday continues to be functioning very well, and it continues to be the line of support for tomorrow. But for tomorrow, it will be at 5.35, and the line of resistance is going to be 5.56. Our MACD out here seems to be bearish, and momentum is just about falling below average. So I'm not feeling very confident about ABEO. We had the earnings scheduled for 14th. So hopefully when the earnings come later today or maybe tomorrow, I think we get some catalyst and we move upwards. With that, my friends, I'd like to bring this video to an end. If possible, please join me on the morning live stream at 7:30 a.m. Eastern time. And also check out my deep dive videos that I'm making off late, especially on CRISPR related therapies if you have not checked it out yet. And please let me have your feedback if you like these kind of short and crisp videos which are to the point and do a deep dive as well. Thanks and have a great day. Bye for now.